from this ship is your body.
El mundo del cine añade a un nuevo Ben Hur a su lista y su nombre es Jack Huston. Hola Jack, un placer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm fine. I'm very excited about this movie.
Good.
I wasn't expecting that much, to be sincere, at the beginning, because when they talk about Ben Hur, you think about religion, think about other stuff, and when you go to the movie theater and get out, it's an exciting ride.
Yeah.
It's an action-packed movie, and I really love that.
This is based on a book that was written over 130 years ago, and we're still finding ways to tell this beautiful story. You know, reimagine this story. The 59 version was, you know, one of the most beloved movies, by myself included. And, you know, I'm very aware that the 59 version was a very different period and a very different way of making movies. The performances are quite theatrical. The sets, the style of filmmaking, it's not as relatable as what we can do today. You know, the 1959 version, whereas something driven by vengeance and revenge, and it's a purely revenge story, this is a film that, while staying true to that, it still has that amazing underlying message of hope and forgiveness and redemption and all of these things that we should be applying to life, because this mirrors life right now. This is what's going on in the world, and we should be finding new ways in. And this is how we find that, you know, through this art form of cinema.
Welcome home.
Please, I need you to tell me who our enemies are.
Masala, I won't name names.
Yeah, it's very actual. That's what I like about this movie. The scenery are beautiful. It was shot in Italy. And how was the training for you? Because you have to go through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And also the riding and the chariots. Those. That's a great scene.
Yeah, man, chariot scene's a big scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was, you know, the great thing was Timur, our wonderful director, said very early on, if the audience are going to go with you on this incredible ride, you have to be present in every single one of these moments. That means you have to do it for real, which means every time you see us with those horses, that's us with those horses. When we're in the slave ship, we are doing that. When we're out at sea, we're out at sea. It was amazing. It was very brutal. It was very trying. It's very demanding on your body physically and mentally, but that's always the greatest reward, or the hardest things to pull off. And we spent months training for this. Both, you know, I lost 30 pounds to play the slave when I'm in the galley of a slave ship. That was a tough transition. But you know, when else in life do you get an opportunity to do that kind of stuff? Say, hey, by the way, you're going to be learning to ride a chariot with 4 horses. I'm like, come on, that's amazing.
Should have stayed away.
You should have killed me.
I will.
How was that training for the chariots race?
Yeah, it's tough.
That's the real thing. Sorry, when I watched the movie, I was thinking, what is real, what isn't? Are these horses real?
All of it's real. Every time you see us with the horses, that actually was us with the horses. The only time they would use an effect was if a horse was being hurt or building up the arena. They built the circus to scale. They did all of that stuff. It was a most amazing thing. At certain points, 32 horses going around that track at the same time, interweaving, locking, drifting around the corners. I mean, that's exhilarating. It's incredibly dangerous, and we realize that every day going to work, but it's something very clear and beautiful when you're on those horses, in those chariots. You don't think about anything but what you're doing, and it's sort of an amazing moment.
Go, go, go!
What do you want people to take out when they leave the movie theater? Because there is the action of the movie, there is the overcoming fear, overcoming problems, and the thing that I like the most is about forgiveness.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's very important, that we are very capable as humans to forgive, that we're so driven by anger and hatred. And, you know, I feel it every day. I turn on the news, I see religious wars, political wars, everything that's going on in the world. And we sort of feel consumed by fear and hatred. And, you know, it takes sometimes a film like this, it's an art form, you know, that's the great thing, is you go to the cinema for that experience, for that transcendent experience. And this has a lovely message. And that message of forgiveness lets us all know that, you know, the worst things could possibly happen to us, and we are still capable as humans to love and forgive. And that's, you know, that's a message for everyone.
Well, I love to see a new one, a sequel for this movie, because Judah Ben Hur has a lot to tell. I really like that.
Wow.
That's it.
My
That's
friend,
it.
thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we having fun now? now, brother! Stand and fight! Stand up now!